Well, let's look at some examples. So on Friday and Thursday, we've been dealing with fractions that don't have common denominators. All right, that's going to continue, and we're only adding and subtracting. The only difference today is that they're mixed numbers. Okay, so in other words, you should have a whole number like 2. 2, and then you should have a proper fraction that goes with it, like maybe a third, right? And today, again, yeah, we'll be adding maybe 1 and 3/4. Okay?
So those are called proper fractions? Like 3/8 is a proper fraction?
Yes. 3/8 would be a proper fraction. Yes, Jess. Okay, so on these, listen, I understand some of you are like, well, I can add the 2 and the 1 and then the third and the 3/4. That's fine. Just understand that you need to be very, very careful if you're going to do that, because once you start subtracting and you're dealing with negatives, it changes. And it just turn them into improper fractions, okay? So, for example, on this one, we'll take 2 times the 3, which is 6, plus 1 gives you the 7/3, okay? We're going to add that to 1 times 4, which is 4, plus 3, which is 7/4. Yeah, that's nifty. Okay, now we need, do we have common denominators yet? No, we does not, but we need them. So we're going to take this side multiplied by the foe, this side by the 3's, okay? So this would give us 28/3 plus 21. Sorry, this is, yeah, I got you. I'm working on it. Yeah. There we go. That's 12. Sorry. My mistake. 12ths. And this is 12ths. Okay? So we do have our common denominator of 12. You got 28 plus 21, which would be 49er. All right. Some of you are going to insist on simplifying this. I am not. I'm done.
But if you don't simplify it, it's wrong.
If you don't simplify, it's wrong, but this cannot be simplified. Some of you want to turn this into a mixed number, which is fine. Just understand that when you start doing these kinds of things, you are more likely to make mistakes, okay? So I would avoid this, but some of you just demand on doing it, okay? Yes? Okay, just hold on. Let's see if this answers the question. So let's look at another example, such as, let's take, I don't know, 3 and 2/5 negative, minus 2 and 7/8. Okay? All right. Did you guys see problems like this in elementary? No. Not usually, right? See, and that's why. Because that technique works with what you do in elementary, and now that you're in junior high, no longer. Well, it still works. You just have to be extremely careful. And we don't really care to be careful. Let's just do it the right way, and we'll be good. Okay? So like this one, we've got negative, and 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2. 17/5. Minus 2 times 8, 16 plus 7, 23/8. Okay? Now notice, we don't have common denominators again, and this is likely to occur often in the homework, so multiply this by 8. This one by 5. So what's my common denominator going to be for both of these? 40, right?
Really?
Okay. 8 times 5 and 5 times 8 is 40. So 17 times 8, well that's 80 and 56, so 136.
And then
How did you do that?
Okay, 1 second. 5 times 23, so that's 115. Listen, I did those. Listen, I've been doing math long enough that I can get that. If you don't, just do it on a calculator, okay? Let's finish this problem. So my answer will have a denominator of 40. So all I've got to do is look at negative 136 minus 115. So it's going to be negative. 5 and 6 is 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. Negative 251 divided by 40. This does not look like it is going to be able to be simplified any further. Also, in addition to that, I would not do the extra work in turning this into and
Proper fraction.
mixed number. Okay? But if you did, and I know some of you just demand it, it's -6 and 11/40.
You are smart, Mr. Sal.
Oh, that's a very nice thing to say. Ashley, this is page 199, correct?
299.
That's what I meant, 299. Thank
That's
you.
what you said.
That's what you said earlier.
Yes, remember what I'm try to understand what I'm trying to say, not what I'm actually saying. Okay?
That's what my mom says. Whenever my mom says something wrong, she's like, that's your job. You need to learn what I mean, not what I say.
Yes. Don't do as I do, do as I say.
Do as I say.
Okay. Listen, this is a hockey stick example, and oh, there you go. There's your answers.
Do you
Do you
like
like hockey?
No, I like hockey, all right. I don't really care to watch it,
No, hockey.
and I can't skate, so I can't play it either.
Yeah.
But I like it when there's fights.
That's like the greatest part. Like,
All right.
the walls. Boom.
Sal, why can't you
Now notice. So some of you have expressed that in elementary they taught you to take the whole numbers and work with those. Okay. You can do it. Just be very careful, and that's what the book does here. I'm just telling you, do this in improper fractions. All right? So let's look, and this is, as well. It's saying, first thing, if you have mixed numbers, turn them into improper fractions. So that's number 1. Turn it into improper fractions. Number 2. Number 2, you should turn these, now that you have these improper fractions, now you need common denominators. Denominators.
Denominators. Ooh, I like
They
it.
take your mind, denominators.
It's a type of tater. Yes.
I'm not trying to like use discussion, but
All right, these examples are in the book, and they're fun, and they're most enjoyable, and you love them, okay? They're also not boring, but they are full of love and
let's do
peace.
homework already.
So you can look at these. Very, very highly recommending that you turn these into improper fractions, not do what the book does and mess with all this garbage. All right? Do A through F, and then we'll go over them. There's your answers. Okay?
Mr. Sal, how do you
I know.
write these things on your
I
calculator?
know.
Mr. Sal,
What?
how do you write these things on your calculator?
Hold on, I'll show you guys. All right. Listen, Swayze asked how we put these in the calculator. Listen, if you're looking at putting these in the calculator, let's look at one mixed number, like -9 and 4/7. Okay, if you're going to put this in the calculator, you have to make it a mixed number first. So 9 times, I'm sorry, it is a mixed number. You have to turn it into an improper fraction.
That's what you said.
9 times 7, which is 63, plus 4 is 67 sevenths. Now you can put this in the calculator.
So 60.
Margaret made the jewelry shown if the necklace is 5/8 inches longer than the bracelet. So notice this is the necklace, and it would be another 10 and 5/8 inches longer from here to here. Okay? So notice, all we're going to do is take that 7 1/4. We're going to add it to 10 and 5/8. Okay? So let's turn these into improper fraction. 29/4 plus 85/8. All right?
Apes? Did you say apes?
No, I said 8.
He said,
All right, I'm going to multiply the 4 by 2 so I can get a common denominator of 8. This is going to give me 58 apes plus 85 apes. Okay, this gives me a common denominator of 8. 58 plus 85 is 143 and 143. Now, of course, some of you want to do this extra work and turn this into a mixed number. I really don't care. I'm just going to leave it as this, but I do need to label it in inches. Bam.
bam.
Done.
Bam.
From
If we look at this next example, find the perimeter of the figure. Can anyone tell me how you would find the perimeter of any figure? How'd you do it?
The what?
Carly, say it louder.
You add the sides together.
Add the sides together. So you got 2 3/8 plus 2 3/8 plus 2 3/8, okay? So this would give you 19 eighths plus 19 eighths plus 19 eighths.
Oh my goodness, this is another.
Okay. So that would give you
8.
57 eighths in yards. Done. Done. That's all I need. Okay? No, I'm almost done.
Yay!
This is the